So today I'm going to learn how to make a beret, and I've wanted to do this for a while now, and yeah, I just never went around and did it. But I have this book called Saturday Night Hat by Eugenia, and she's a milliner that I've been following for a really long time. And the beret that I'm gonna try and make is this one right here. This book came out in 2006, and around that time I was working for a hat store, and I don't know, I just really loved hats, and I started making things out of this book. Like, what did I make? I made the mini beret, which is, hang on, this thing right here, and I used to wear that because when I worked at the hat store, the rule is that you have to wear a hat to every shift. But now I think I have the skill set to make this, which is a classic beret. And on the first page, she said what you'll need: half a yard of fabric, any color, any fabric content. And the tip is, why not cut up a plaid shirt from your 5th grade school uniform? I don't have a 5th grade school uniform with me still, but I have this shirt from Pendleton that is like, it's been repaired like several times, so there's like damages on it. But what I would need is just a section of this, and then I can use the fabric over and over again for other things too, since I've had this on Depop for so long. But yeah, I have it listed for 20 bucks, which is like so cheap for a Pendleton shirt, but no one wants it really. So I'm just gonna edit actions. Let's see, delete this item. The reason why I want to make my own beret is because I used to wear berets every single day. I think like for a whole year I'd wear different variations of a beret. This one is when I was working at the hat store. There's this company called Borsellino that was very like prized. It was like the luxury brand, right? And they came out with like a line called, I think it's called Doria by Borsellino, and it's made in Italy, and it's just great quality, and I don't know, they just have a history of making really good hats. So I've had this hat ever since I was like 19, and I'm 35 now, so you do the math. I feel like it's a little bit, I don't know, like I've worn it so much and I've been photographed in it so much, I kind of want to just make my own in a different color. So I think this might be good. Does this work? I mean, I think it could be cute. And then I have this one too, which is from New York Hat Company, which I've also had ever since I was like 19. And yeah, this is so worn out, and it's meant to be, you know, a beret like this, but when you put it on now, because all the starch is out of it, it's super faded too. Now whenever I put it on, it just looks like almost like a, I don't know, a beanie, because there's no structure to it. So I like that this beret has structure down here where the headband is, and then there's a seam between like the top two parts. So like where, I guess right here, this is just a solid piece of felt, but right here there's a seam, so hopefully that will create some more of like an intense sharp angle. Half yard of fabric, half yard of lining fabric, a tape measure, a compass, and a pencil. This pattern is based on a 22.5 or 57 centimeter head circumference, and mine is 58, which is 1 centimeter above. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna do it exactly according to the measurements, and then kind of just steam it and stretch it a little bit to fit my head. I just need to round it out somehow. So Jason said to pin this part down, take a string, and just kind of draw it out. So that's what I'm gonna do, since I don't have a compass. All right, here goes nothing. So place my finger right there. I guess right here. Let's see. Yeah, that's roughly, because I'm like kind of leaning it. There we go. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now it's good. Yes! Okay. Okay. So this is the one that's the perfect circle right here. Just make sure it's 5 1/2 or 5 3/4. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so I'm just gonna cut this. With a compass and a pencil, draw a 3 1/8 centimeter, 3 1/8 8 centimeter radius hole. That's 6 1/4 in diameter in the center, from the center, and then cut it out. Ooh, 3 1/8. So just a circle like that. Wish me luck. Here's my cool method again. Oh my god, it's pretty perfect. Nice. With scissors, cut out a 23 1/2 times 3 inch strip of shell fabric. So I can't really use this side because there's, well, you can see, if you have a Pendleton shirt, you can get them repaired. It doesn't look great, but this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna reserve the back for the main, like the top of the head. There's also some points down here that are kind of damaged too. But I was thinking, like right here, 23 1/2 by 3 inches. Why am I so nervous to cut this fabric? It feels wasteful, though I never wear the shirt, so I'm actually going to be putting it to good use. You know? I gave this shirt to Jason, and then it was like way too itchy for him, so he didn't like it. So he asked to return it back to me. And so I took it back. What do they say? Measure twice, cut once? I just cut once and I'm measuring like a million times. Okay. 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 Uh-huh. Uh-huh. We're gonna do the top of the beret. Alright, so there's this little piece that goes in the center of the head part that I'm gonna try and use to make that little nubbin thing, which is 3 1/2 inches and 4 across. Whenever you take off your beret, there's something so funny about pulling it from the little nubbin thing, like from this little thing. I don't know what it's called. Fold this in half, so maybe this way, and then roll it up. Is this right? Oh my gosh, this is gonna look hella corny. I mean, possibly. Who knows? So this is based off a 57 measurement, so it's a little tight, but it's fine. What do you guys think? Is this silly? It's actually kind of like it. I'm gonna put that little nubbin thing, which I need to sew down, and then hand sew it into the spot. With a pair of scissors, snip a small hole at the top center of the beret. But how do you find this top center? This is how you find it. So you fold it in half and fold it in half again. So, okay. And then you get the center point right here. Hopefully that's it. 1.25 centimeters visible from the top, and 1/2 inch of it remains inside the beret. Hand tack the nub tightly to the shell so that the nub stands upright. There's nothing more disappointing than a limp nub, especially since there's no Viagra-like cure for this problem. Hilarious. All right, the nub is on. Look how cute. Yeah, I made it a little bit shorter because I felt like 1 1/4 inch is way too long. So this is, I think this is only about 1 inch. Yeah, like a little less than 1 inch. And let's see. How freaking cute with the little nub. Wow. I gotta show Jason. Let me show Jason real quick. Jason! Look. The little nub.
Hey!
What do you think?
It's so good.
I made
Oh, it's a little roll, yeah.
Yeah, I made it.
That's a huge nub.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's what I thought too. But then she, like in her measurements, she made it longer.
Yeah.
So I was just like, no, I don't want it to be that intense. So then
It's like it's a wild nub, but it looks very intentional in a, you know, a stylistic way.
You like it?
I love it. It drapes really nicely off to the side.
Yeah.
The fact that you don't have it lined means it probably hangs nice like this. But it's actually not hanging. It's almost puffed up by this underpiece. Yeah. Wow.
She added the nub as the last step.
Uh-huh.
But you wouldn't be able to sew in it if you lined it. So then I did it this way so that I can do the liner after.
How did you attach it?
Sew it by hand.
Oh.
You cut a hole in the center.
Oh, it's really nice because a lot of times when you sew in a circle, people sew in a circle, it ends up really puckered, you know?
Yeah.
But it's not. It's perfectly in there.
I sewed it from the inside, yeah.
Yeesh. And it's comfortable? It's not too tight or anything?
Well, it's a little tight, but
It might
it's
loosen
fine.
up though, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, good work.
Want to see the final? Hang on. You know what it reminds me of?
My Pendleton shirt?
No. It's like Nardwar.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
Cute, right? Oh my god, I love it.
Good work.
Thanks.
Was it difficult? Now that you know how to do it, was it difficult?
Um,
Could you do another one
yeah.
too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
it'd be cool to have a bunch of them in different colors. Not a bunch, but you know, 1 or 2.
Yeah, I'm so stoked because like I've always wanted to have one of her hats. I've been a fan of hers for like a really long time, and I've always wanted one of her hats, but they're like $300, $400. Yeah, so I finally made my own
Good work.
out of her design. Yeah, this is my favorite part. Oh, and I lined the seam from the nub and the seam for the back band
Yeah.
the same. Because I'm a pro.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.